Hi guys, it's time for my weekly vlog. But before I get started, I thought I would share my beautiful new orchid with you. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. I just love it. I'm enjoying it so much. You water it with ice cubes. At least that's what the instructions say. Here, it's a gorgeous day today. The sun is out in the 70s. Exquisite. Let's get started. Now, the title of this one is Quilt in a Throw. I think it has something to do with age as a whole. When you're younger, it may or may not matter. But you have to deal with it no matter what our level of tolerance is. They say that patience is a virtue. All I know is that some have it and some don't. Some have a little bit and some have more than others. I'm working on a new quilt throw. I had the blocks for years. I had to embroider the outline on each square. They are 18 by 18 inches, and the outline is of an antebellum lady with a parasol. The embroidery has taken me all of these years to finish, and I probably wouldn't have finished it if I didn't have a need for the finished quilt. My husband was placed on the transplant list for the hospital in Chicago. The weather there is a lot colder than it is here in South Carolina. We will be there for 6 to 8 weeks following the transplant. I'll need a throw. But not just a throw. I'll need one that is cheerful. I'll be his support, and I need to be in a good frame of mind. My mother-in-law wasn't very patient. She wanted what she wanted, when she wanted it, the way that she wanted it. If you've seen that movie, My Cousin Vinny, you know that it takes 20 minutes to cook grits. That's not quick grits or instant grits. That's regular grits. I find that it may even take a minute or two longer. Years ago, we were visiting with my mother-in-law. That morning, she cooked breakfast. She was a great cook, by the way. She had to step outside for something and had started the grits. I immediately took over and told her that I'd finish it up. She was outside for a while. I continued stirring and cooking the grits. Just when they were smooth and creamy, she came inside. I moved out of the way, sat at the table beside my husband while she served the table. My husband had grace, and we started eating. We were laughing and talking and having a good time. Well, she got quiet. In a soft voice, she said, "How did you get your grits like this?" I looked at her, and she responded, "They are smooth. Good. can never get mine like this." I laughed. I explained that it takes time to cook grits. She just needed to cook hers a little longer. She told me that they were so good that she was going to get a second helping. She added, hers would never be smooth. She just didn't want to take that much time to cook something. It takes too much time. And I don't have that kind of patience, she said. I understood. Now, I don't have the patience of Job, nor do I have as much as I want to have. But keeping my mind on the finish helps me to be a bit more patient. It helps a lot. Don't concentrate on the action. Focus on the finish. When I finish my quilt throw, putting together the blocks, adding the batting, the backing fabric, and pinning it all together, doesn't mean that it's all done. I'll have to do the quilting, whether by hand or by machine. It has to be done. But still, there's more that has to be done. Then the edges, all the way around, have to be finished. Still, that's not the end. Because I've had the blocks for years, some have a couple of dirty spots on them. So it will need to be washed, dried, sprayed with sizing, and steamed. Then it will be ready for our trip to make me smile with a little calm every time I throw it over me. Time well spent. Now in my handmade life, this one is a rooster